Welcome to the first ever Red Light Edition live stream. This is Left Side of the Brain. Go ahead, do us a favor, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already hit it. This is the first ever Red Light Edition live stream. Three people in the room. You got three people in the room. What's up, Jaguar Media? What's up, Joey G? This is the first ever Red Light Edition live stream. We'll get cranked up when at least 10 people enter the room. We have 5 people so far. Let's see if 5 more people. This is just spur of the moment. I thought it would be cool to do like a Red Light Edition live stream. Why not? Never did it before. Adds a little flavor to the channel. I know I didn't announce it. Everybody's probably asleep, but I'm gonna keep it up anyway. So let's get started. It is what it is. It's late night. Most people are asleep. They probably got work in the morning, children, or whatever. The title of tonight's live stream is The Reason Why Women Are So Difficult. A lot of you men, you probably asked yourself this question. You probably asked yourself, why do women seem so like irrational, illogical? Why do they make a fuss over everything? Why can't they just be easy and simple, just like when you turn a knob and open a door and you just walk into the house with no fuss? Why does it seem like you have to unlock all of these combinations and press all of these buttons to get a woman to cooperate? Well, tonight we are going to answer those questions plus more. All right, so let's get into it. Now, you have to understand that everything in this world is based upon a biological time clock, a biological purpose, and biological reasons for everything that happens in this world. It's beyond hypergamy. I know hypergamy is a part of it, but it's beyond hypergamy. Someone had posted hypergamy in the chat. Yes, that's true, but we're going to get into that and we're going to go deeper. See, a lot of these channels, you do have on YouTube something called a MGTOW movement. And they do discuss some things, but they don't go as deep as tying it all together with like the human prison bar reasons for why females behave the way they do. They just stick with like general things. They don't go deep and peel back onion layers and onion layers. Not knocking anybody's information, but this channel is different. Okay. Now, you have to understand something. Everything we do in this life, it revolves around procreation. Everything. See, the purpose for life itself is sex. And anybody who says, no, no, it's not life has more meaning than sex, then you are a walking contradiction because you yourself, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for sex. So how can anything surpass the very thing that allowed you to be you in the first place? Without your mother and father coming together to have sex, there would be no left side of the brain. There would be no you. So that in itself lets you know that everything in this life revolves around sex. Everything boils back to sex. Even the seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Every spring, all you see around you is sex. When you hear those bees buzzing and you hear those birds chirping early in the morning, all throughout the day, they are mating, having eggs, the eggs are hatching, the bees are buzzing, pollinating the flowers. It's going on 24/7 all around you. And the same is taking place amongst humans as well. Now, the reason why women are so difficult is because it's a part of population control. You see, everything in this life, like I said, it has to do with sex and procreation. But within sex and procreation, you have birth and death. So everything is about balance, right? Now, if you had a plane of 100 people, and if that plane crashed, 100 people could die instantly, okay? Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that sex is taking place all the time because it takes a woman 9 months to conceive a child. And like I just said, a plane could go down and 100 people could die instantly. So therefore, there has to be triple, quadruple the amount of sex taking place to keep up with the expediency or the short amount of time it takes for a person to die compared to the 9 months that it takes for a female to give birth to a child. So sex is taking place all the time. That's why I use that metaphor to show you, just using numbers, you see why sex has to take place all the time. But the thing is, it's taking place all the time, but it's hidden. You're not paying attention to it because maybe at the moment you're working, you sleep, getting ready for work in the morning, like you're doing other things. And a lot of times, because you are doing other things, you think that everybody else is what you are doing, but that's not the case. Like I think about that type of stuff all the time. Like I may be busy doing something, I may be walking around outside, running errands and whatever. Just because I'm doing that, that don't mean that somewhere else in the world, people not fucking like rabbits. That's exactly what's taking place. And women, they put out this type of energy that will make you think that's not the case. Now we're about to get into why these women act difficult like that. Like sex is going on all the time, right? And you will approach a woman and she may reject you. And you'll be like, why did this happen? And they really don't give you a reason. And every man has been through this. And you'll start to realize like all of the twists and turns that you have to do to please and to satisfy a woman. But the reason why that is because number one, it's all about timing. And number two, women act according to the death and birth population in the world. Now, what I'm about to tell you right now, you have probably never heard this before in your life. In fact, I can already bet that you haven't heard this before in your life. Women accept and reject men based upon somebody dying or somebody being born at the moment. Women, you see, even their cycle has something to do with the moon. Everything that a woman does is connected to the universe. She is a computer and a gateway, and she regulates who enters this world, and she regulates who is acceptable. You see, everything we do in this life, remember, going back to the top, it's all about sex and procreation. The gateway into this world is the female. So she regulates who enters and who doesn't. She is a computer system. Now, getting back to what I was saying, when you approach a woman and she rejects you, it's never because what you did. The reason why is because somewhere in the universe, the timing was not right. And it has to do with somebody was born at the moment, or maybe multiple children were born at the moment. And because the woman is connected to this solar universal computer system, she rejected you because at the moment, the world did not need another soul to enter into the world. Why do you think they call it a period? Women have periods. Remember, everything is about time. This is a game. You know how they mark games by periods? They say the first period, second period, third period, fourth period, like in the NBA games, or they may call it quarters, like first quarter. So that's why it's marked like that. A woman will have a period. And during those periods, remember, everything is about timing, period, like first period in class, second period. Listen to the lingo and the coding of the words. Because she is on a period, she has moments when she is very ecstatic to have sex, and then she has moments when she's not ecstatic to have sex. It's all about that egg that's inside of her. And it's all about somebody being born somewhere in the universe and somebody dying somewhere in the universe. So if you approach a woman and she rejects you, it has to do with the birth and death rate that's taking place in the world. So if you walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, I like you," and you know your game was tight, you know you said everything that was right, you know you was dressed right, your breath wasn't smelling bad, she has no reason to say no. I'm telling you what it is. It's because somewhere in this universe, the timing was not right. And that timing is somebody was born somewhere. So the universe calculates everything. And it calculated that you should not be with this woman at the moment. She's not going to tell you that. She's just going to act difficult and give you an attitude. She don't even know why she's doing it. And if you ask her, she's not going to tell you the things that I'm telling you. They are never going to validate the truth. A woman is never going to tell you the secrets of her design and her biology and why she ticks and operates the way she do. And a lot of times they don't even understand. But that's okay. That's why we have the left side of the brain channel. Now, during those moments when a woman accepts you, she accepts your sexual advances. You know why that is? It's because somewhere in the universe, somebody died, or a large amount of people died, whether by some type of natural disaster like a tsunami or some type of war that was taking place. So when those souls died and they left, the human prison bar system elected females to be sexually accepting of men approaching them at that moment. They don't even know this taking place, but it's certain moments when females are in heat. And it has to do with replacing lives that were lost in this world. That's what it's about. It's all about timing and death and life and keeping the balance between birth and death. Because the universe is a system that balances itself. And it uses the female to regulate who comes into this world and when. And it also uses the female, like we say on the channel, to control the atmosphere. A female decides if you, as a man, are you worthy enough? Do you have the status to enter this, to have sex with her? She regulates and decides if you are fit for this world. Far as, are you the type of man that goes along with everything? Are you the type of man that's in the inner circle? Basically, are you a human prison bar type of man? 9 times out of 10, if you are a human prison bar type of man, females will accept you by the tons. That's how it is. The moment you give off a energy that you are anti HPB, they will reject you. Because this type of mentality, this type of information, it goes against everything that this human prison bar system is about. So this is the reasons why women act difficult, because it's also a deterrence thing. They try to deter you to approach them. Now they typically act difficult to men who fall below certain social standards, whether that be the way you look, how much money you make, or do you have a soul or not? They can tell your soul energy. They can tell if you are the type of person that will go against what she's about. Because a woman is not going to align herself with a man that's against the system. She's not about going against the system. The female is about promoting the system. She's not about going against it. And the thing is, and this is another thing you might find out. Have you noticed how the woman that you desire is the woman that you will always get the most trouble from? Have you noticed that? Like, if you see a woman and she's very beautiful and that's your physical type, haven't you noticed that's the one that will always evade you? But a woman that you're not into, that's the woman that will pretty much give you play. She'll give you the time of day. She may not be up to your beauty standards, but she'll give you the time of day. It's like that many times. And the reason why that is because the more beautiful and attractive a female is, you will find out that she is designed to basically make men of, she's designed to make spiritual men feel less equipped, because she will purposely, that woman you like, that beautiful woman that you always desire, but it seems like she always gets with the bad guy or the man of perdition or the human prison bar males who could care less about the things that we're speaking about. The reason why she exists in the first place is to demoralize spiritual men. She wants spiritual men to feel like they are lacking something about themselves. That's why they get with men that are unspiritual. That's why they get with soda can type of men who just empty on the inside, because they are designed to do that. They designed to go against us, united souls. They want us to feel like we not good enough to get a beautiful woman, to get a dime, a 10, a 9, a 8. Only thing we can get is 4s and 3s. That's why it's like that, because they want you to neglect who you are. They want you to neglect your spiritual standards. They want you to say that this, what I'm saying right now, is not the truth, because they want you to sell out. They want you to say, okay, I'll finally give in. See, that beauty is designed to make you worship that beauty. It's designed to make you cater to that beauty, to slave, to do whatever she wants you to do. And find it, and the end game of what a woman wants you to do, she wants you to give in to the ways of the world. She wants you to give in to the ways of the world. She wants you to sell out. She wants you to sell your soul. And she wants you to bow down to your emotions. Bowing down to your emotions is basically giving in to this world. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Neglecting your emotions, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to walk this spiritual path. You see, that's why you'll notice that men that who don't think like this, when they in conversations with females, it's just so easy, because they on the same mental plane with that woman. And I was thinking today, it's no such thing as a HPB male. If a man is not awake to these things, he is a woman. That's the new thing we're going to start pushing. He is a woman for all intents and purposes. Because the woman, her design is to bring you into the world. Her design is to get pregnant and to bring you into the world. The design of the HPB male, his purpose is to support the female whose purpose is to bring you into the world. And what I mean by that? A lot of these HPB males, they will ridicule somebody like me for what I'm saying. And the women will get with these men and stick their tongue out at you. They'll say, you might be saying this stuff about us, da 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 da, but look at all these men we got on our side. So your little truth, it don't mean anything because you're outnumbered. That's how they feel. That's why they do the things they do and feel like they're getting away with it, because it's so many of them that's just alike. It's so many of them that's on that same bandwagon. It's so many of them that could care less about what I'm saying. So essentially, we don't stop the show. We We don't stop a woman from fucking. She can always fuck somebody, always have a child. They don't really need us. You know what I'm saying? Their purpose is to try to make us go insane. That's the purpose of everybody that's non-spiritual, male or female. Their purpose is to make us go insane. You see, it's gotten to the point with me that when I walk outside, when I go in public around people, I can already predict the future. I can look at a motherfucker and tell what to expect from them. This is how advanced I am because I don't doubt what I know. You see what I'm saying? The spirit told me something the other day. Like I might be telling you some of this stuff right now, and some of you still might be in that doubting stage. But I'm about to tell you something that the spirit gave me. Have you ever been driving, right? You know the rear view mirror in your car? Now, you don't doubt that your rear view mirror is lying to you. You don't doubt that the car that's behind you is not behind you because you don't doubt the reflection in your rear view mirror. When you driving and you switching lanes, you don't doubt the mirror that's telling you that it's a car behind you. So if you don't doubt the rear view mirror and you're not even turning your head to look and to check, why would you doubt the truth? And why I say that is because the laws of reflection, the light that reflects off of that rear view mirror, it was created by God. So if you don't doubt, so if you wouldn't doubt the reflection in the rear view mirror, then why would you doubt the very God who created the sunlight that reflects off the mirror? Why would you doubt the God who is responsible for the reflection and the laws of reflection and the sun that causes the light to reflect in the first place? You see what I'm saying? You don't doubt the mirror, so why would you doubt the God who created all of the laws of what take place with reflection? You see what I'm saying? So the spirit showed me that. So I never doubt the truth because it's self-evident. You see what I'm saying? It's self-evident. And that's what the whole battle is about, man. They just want us not to accept the truth. When you don't accept the truth, you be just like one of them. That's the worst state to be in. Being like one of those people. That's the worst state that you can possibly exist in. I know they build a wall around us. I know you feel it. I feel it every day. They build a wall around you. They make you, or they try to make you second guess yourself. They try to make you second guess what you believe. They try to make you doubt what it is that you know to be true. You see? And like I was saying, those beautiful women, they be the worst ones because they got everything that's needed for this world. They got looks, and that's what it's all about, sex. So when you got a good looking woman, she feels like she don't need the truth. She's not trying to get truth from you. That's why women don't care about this type of stuff. When a woman is very, very beautiful, she don't care about this because she got everything she needs. She got looks. A woman has looks, and that's all she needs. She don't need anything else. She get up in the morning, she put clothes on, she walk outside, and the world is hers. Her biological purpose is to have children, and she never runs out of applicants. She never runs out of applications and people who are soliciting for that spot to have sex with her. So her job is always full of options. She always have an option. You see what I'm saying? But a man, especially a man like a spiritually guided man, I'm gonna be honest, we don't have many options out here. We don't have many options in a lot of avenues. Not only women, but jobs in almost every area that you can think of. We don't have a lot of options. That's just what it is. And women that are like below standard look wise, you know why that is? It's because these so-called ugly women, I don't like to say people ugly, but these so-called ugly women, you'll find out they just as bad. You see, this game is designed to play a cruel joke on you. You can't get a like if a beautiful woman reject you, then you left with a below your standard woman. And it's a cruel joke when you realize that even they are messed up. So where are you left to turn? You get what I'm saying? It's like a cruel joke that's being played upon us men. When I say us, I already know I'm talking about United Souls. It's just a cruel joke. We have nowhere to turn but to the truth, man. That's the only thing we have. What up, all truth? You know it, man. Only thing we got is the truth. We don't got nothing else. You see, this world, man, and just switching subjects a little bit. This world is all about lies and deception. And another thing I was thinking about today is to the point where we are so caught up in their world that if something was to happen right now, we wouldn't even know it. Let me give you a example of what I'm speaking about. I was driving today, right? And I came up to the red light and an accident or something had happened. And I seen a lot of police and ambulance, they was out there. And I said to myself, because I think about everything, and I said to myself, what if somebody just shot up all the police or the law of the land, it just disappeared? I said to myself, people wouldn't even know it. Like people at the red light, you stop at the red light because something inside of you has trained you to obey. Even when there is no authority around, you just obey the laws of the land. Like you'll come to the red light and you'll stop. But I said to myself, I said, what if somewhere in America the whole system just collapsed, but the lights are still working? And what if people like on the West Coast, they know that the establishment has fallen, but people out here where I'm at, it hasn't reached us yet. Have you ever had a thought like that? Like we are so wired and programmed that we don't even realize that there is a bigger world around us, but we get so caught up in the system that we trust and believe that this system has our back and that things are always going to go as is, like it's always been going. So I was saying to myself as I was thinking, what if the world just collapsed and we didn't even know it? Like but we still stopping at the light. We still going when the light turned green. I said, you know what would happen? When the news finally caught up with us that it was lawlessness all over the land, I said to myself, within 24 hours, corruption would break out everywhere. And what that let me know is this world is exactly that. It's total chaos and corruption 24/7. It's just that we have been trained to believe that there are police and some type of law in the land that will put any upheaval or anarchy down. Right now, while you listening to this, you don't know if law is still in this land or not. But you just taking it that everything is going to be normal tomorrow morning. While you listening to this right now, a nuclear missile could be 10 minutes away from striking the United States. But we are so accustomed to be unaware of what's taking place. We're so disconnected from the natural world that we think that they got everything in order. We think that the system is in their hands. So we don't think outside of the box. We think that all of our security is coming from man. But what if it's lawlessness in the land right now and you don't find out till tomorrow morning? You're not looking at the news right now. You listening to left side of the brain. You get what I'm saying? Like, as far as you know, Washington, D.C. right now could be taken over. You're not watching the news. How do you know? That's my whole point. We live within their time. We live within their what they say is important to the point when they are not even watching us. Like when we driving down the street and we come to a red light and there's nobody on the street but us by ourselves, we still stop at that red light because we have been so conditioned and trained that if we run the red light, we're going to get locked up and the police is going to come from around the corner and give us a ticket. You know why we stop at a red light on a road when we all alone by ourselves? Because they have trained us and have instilled fear inside of us since day one, to the point we will think that the law is still running even when we don't know if it's still running or not. You get what I'm saying? Like, but we just take it for granted that they got everything under control because we fear them so much that they don't even have to say anything. We just do it because they have put so much fear inside of us. You see what I'm saying? We give them too much respect. We give them too much respect. We scared. That's why people don't like to accept the truth, because it's a scary thing. You fear those people who run this world. You know what I'm saying goes against what they are about. It goes against their mandate. So therefore, you are afraid to accept the truth. You get what I'm saying? Truth has no relevance to them. In their eyes, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. You get what I'm saying? They only say something is true if it can make money. If it don't make money, then it's a conspiracy theory, it's a lie, it's off the wall, it's some crazy person talking. That's what they say. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Ever heard that saying? So what I'm saying right now, it don't make sense because it doesn't make money. So as far as they concerned, it don't make sense. And that's why many times when you talk like this to a woman, it'll turn her away from you because in her mind, this type of communication, it don't make sense, i.e. money. Get it? Cents, dollars and cents. So this type of communication will drive a woman away from you. This is why women detest men who have the truth inside of them. Because as this world stands, men who have the truth do not run this world. They know the truth, but they don't run this world based off of the truth. Even the devil knows the truth. But like I said, because this world has been ran by men who use lies to their advantage, they made lies be the thing that allows you to be accepted. And because a woman is all about survival, if lies means that she can survive, she's going to take the route of the liar. She'll get with the liar. She'll sleep with the most low down man because in her eyes, the low down man is winning in the world. You see? So if the tide would ever change, let's just say a war broke out and it was us versus them, and the us side defeated the other side of men that's on their side, like them, the trivial humans establishing mayhem. You know what would happen? All of those women that was on their side, they would come over to our side. They would switch roles. Because a woman, she don't judge the world based upon truth. She judges the world based upon what is in style at the moment. What will make money for me and my babies at the moment? That's all she cares about. She don't care about no fringe news, no far out information. That don't get her moist. She's not about that. She's not about that life. She trying to get with whoever is down with what's on the television, what's being played on the radio. That's all she cares about. And most of these men out here, they females too. You got men and women are the same thing. If you don't have this type of knowledge, you are a female. Simple as that. So we classify both male and females as women if they don't have this type of knowledge and information. That's why there's a lot of men I can't even get down with and communicate with because I see him as a female. I see most men as little emotional females. How could you be anything else but an emotional woman when you don't have the truth inside of you? If you're a man and you don't have the truth, if your testosterone is not governed by logic, then what else you have to fall upon? You just got emotions. You have irrational thinking. You have illogical thinking. It's just gonna be a fight that break out. Every time I get around people that's not on my level, it always feel like a tense moment. It feel like we about to fight or something. Even if it's a beautiful woman or a sexy, attractive woman, I may be talking to her or whatever, but I can tell that our spirits are not connecting because she has a lot of this type of world system inside of her. And it collides with what's inside of me. which is opposite of what's inside of her. So just like weather, the weather systems, when warm air meets the cold air, what happens? You get a hurricane, a storm will break out. And that's what happens when you get around certain females that's not connecting with you. It's because their spirit don't connect with you. This is another thing. This is another thing y'all men gotta understand. You as a man, you may see a beautiful woman. And many times I've done it too. I'm guilty of it myself. You'll see a woman and she's beautiful, right? You know she got a bad attitude and everything, but you still would get with her. You still would sleep with her. Because men are like that. We stimulated by visual, by what we see visually. A female on the other hand, a female on the other hand, she may see that you are handsome or whatever, but she looks beyond that. She's checking out what kind of spirit you got. She don't care about how you look as much. She cares more about the energy that you possess. You will overlook her bad attitude and her personality if she got a fat enough butt, if she's sexy enough, because you as a man, you're just trying to fuck and get a nut. The woman, she is about more of a spiritual campaign. She's looking at a man to see if your spirit fits this world system. She could care less about how you look. She's looking to see, is this man like a wicked man? I want to be with a wicked man. That's what women say to themselves. I want to be with an evil, wicked man. This guy is too nice for me. Yeah, he handsome or whatever, but he's not wicked enough. You know why they do that? Because like I said, they have to recruit the demons. They have to recruit enough demons to fill up this world. They need the mass of everybody to be soulless human prison bars. They need to recruit soulless human prison bars. They need to fill up this world with prison bars, human prison bars. That's what they are checking for. Now, every now and then, they may give one of us a chance. They'll look at one of you, me, and they'll say, it's time to let some soul enter into this world. Because every time you get with a woman, the purpose of it is to get her pregnant. It has nothing to do with the relationship between you and her. You see, that has nothing to do with procreation. People be thinking it's about love. Relationships are not about love. If you had a chicken farm, those chickens coming together and fucking is what matters for your chicken farm. So you can continue to have little chickens, so chicken eggs can hatch, so you can continue to sell chickens, so you can continue to make money, so you can take care of yourself and your children and your livelihood. It's not about having chickens that fall in love but don't produce any kids, lay eggs. You get what I'm saying? So why do you think it's any different for human beings? Relationships are about procreating children. You see? So that's what it's all about. So when you get with that woman, she's looking for the type of man that's going to procreate some kind of wicked offspring. They need wicked offspring to fill up this earth. This is a farm, like Tyson Chicken Farm. And the humans are the meat product. So forget about all that love and all of that bullshit crap you've been taught all your life. This world has nothing to do with all of that. I've told y'all plenty of times. It's about two things: violence and manipulation. And whoever can succeed in violence and manipulation will rule the world. So, whatever country or group of people that can out manipulate and out violence the other group, that group will rule the world. It's been like that since the beginning of time. It's all about violence and manipulation. Ego, sex, and money. Those are the three. That's the trinity. That's the trinity of this world system: ego, sex, and money. And the two main principles that run this world is the principle of violence and the principle of manipulation. Whoever get those two down pat, you will run this world. And I understand this. That's why when I deal with people, I say to myself, how is this person trying to manipulate me? And how is this person trying to I say, how is this person going to manipulate me? What type of game is he going to manipulate me or try to manipulate me? And what system of violence is this person connected to? That's what you got to say about everybody you come across and everybody you meet. Everybody has a potential to be violent to you, and everybody has the potential to try to manipulate you. I repeat, everybody has the potential to use violence against you, and everybody has the potential to manipulate you. That's why it's all about violence and manipulation. And when you get with a woman, it's all about manipulation. If you with the female, and if the relationship does not benefit her, she's going to leave you. She's not trying to benefit you in a relationship. If that relationship does not benefit her and what she is about, she will leave you. You got to understand, as a man, you are a slave to the female's approval. Because again, it's all about sex. And you can't say it's not, because you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for sex. You got to walk through that female's metal detector. You know how you go into the airport and you walk through the metal detector and they see what you got on you to see whether or not you can pass through or not? That's how it is when you're talking to a woman. You got to pass through the metal detector of her mind. If she accepts you, she'll let you enter. If you got something on you, she won't let you enter. What she's looking for when you're walking through that metal detector, she's trying to see if you got a truth gun on you. If you got that truth gun on you, just like at the airport, they're going to pull you over to the side and say, you can't enter. We got to quarantine you over there somewhere. That's what they do in this world. They're trying to see if you are loaded, if you are locked and loaded. Truth is a dangerous weapon. Truth is a very dangerous weapon. You know why truth is so dangerous? Because like the mind itself, right? The mind is a very dangerous thing. You know why the mind is so dangerous? And it can also be a very it can be a thing to solve every problem. You know why the mind is dangerous? Because the mind is where creation comes from. With the mind, a nuclear bomb was created. Something that can devastate the entire world. It came from the mind. So therefore, what does that tell you? The mind has the potential to be very dangerous. It's a very dangerous weapon. So that's why they don't want the truth to spread, because they understand that truth comes from that mind and it can be used to dismantle everything that they have set in place. They can't kill all of us. In fact, they're not even allowed to touch us because we live under the truth clause of the universe, which says people who have a soul, the devil can't touch us. I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say. Y'all listen. People who have a soul, the devil cannot touch us. The only way he can touch us if we allow him to, by doing something stupid and going against our conscience, by selling out or selling our soul to the devil. Then he'll be able to touch us. But they just can't come and just kill us and wipe us out. They don't have that power. So even though this is the human prison bar realm and all of that, God still controls everything. He don't force us to do anything because God gives us a free will. So that will can either work for us or we will sentence our own self to death. You see, it's all about information. Everything is information. Everything is information. And that information can either lead you to the right path, or when you don't have the information, you led down the wrong path. It's only two ways to go, the right way or the left way. You get what I'm saying? So this type of information is like a GPS system. It's a spiritual guide. It's a spiritual GPS system. This world, they're not trying to lead you anywhere. This world system is just trying to lead you in circles, like a merry-go-round. They don't give you no answer for anything. It don't change. The object of a game does not change. Have you ever played a Parker Brothers game? No matter who sits around that board, when you play Monopoly, the object of Monopoly never changes. Just like this world itself. No matter how many generations of people are born, billions and billions and billions of people are being born every 100 years. But the object of life and the game itself, it does not change because the game is not going to change. That's what y'all got to understand. The game don't change for nobody. The game does not change. You're not going to alter the game. The game is what it is. If you're playing Uno, and if the rules of the game says that each player, you pass out 8 cards to each player, that's just what it is. The game of this life does not change. It's the same objective to it. To work, get a wife, have kids, and die. The object of this game don't change. They don't tell you no information to make you win the game or to change the game. They don't give you that type of information. When you go get educated, you're getting educated on how to play the game, not to change the game, not to change the objective or bring or add something new to it. No, that's not what it's about. But this, what I'm telling you, is the only thing. This is the real game changer. The real game changer is to not even play their game. You can't win playing their game. I can tell you right now, you want to make money? It's simple. Go get 3 jobs, work 7 days a week. You don't have to be spiritual to become a millionaire. You don't have to have this type of information that we have. You don't have to know anything to get a woman pregnant. You could be dumb as a doorknob and your sperm will still fertilize an egg. You see what I'm saying? Like anybody can walk around and just do regular things. It don't take no type of extra ordinary skills to be an ordinary person. But it does take a special kind of person to unlock the mysteries of how this world operates, like I have done on this channel. When you go back and you look at the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar realm, we have unlocked the mystery of how this world operates. They're not going to tell you this stuff in school. These type of things I tell you on this channel, it flips the game board over. They don't want us to do that. They want us to stay being mindless fucks. That's all they care about. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. All of these people out here that you see, they animals. If you don't got the truth, I said this last live stream. If you don't got the truth, you an animal. These people you see walking around, they orangutans, they chimpanzees. They can drive a car. Yeah, they can fix coffee in the morning, but they chimps, they apes. If you don't got the real information, you are an animal. Simple as that. That's why when I be out during the day, I just be like, man, am I the only real person? That's what it feels like. Am I the only real person? But that's how it is. It ain't many of us left. I can be in a room with 100 people, and if I added up all the information they got in their brain, it wouldn't amount to one of these live streams that we do. All the information they got in their brain, I bet you wouldn't pull out one bit of extraordinary information. They may have more money than me. They may have more money than you, but it's not about money. Yes, we need money to live, but it's about getting out of this thing alive, escaping this thing, because we're not going to be here forever. We decide where our souls go based upon how much information we get while we are here. I'm talking about true information. If not, if we don't obtain this type of information, when you die, your soul will be locked into this world. You will repeat this world. I'm telling you. I'm not going to repeat this world because I got it. I got the information. But if you don't get this information, your soul will be locked in this world again. That's right, Rashad. They are orangutans. That's all they are, man. Trying to tell y'all, these people, they know greater than a dog that you see. I know that sounds rough. I know that sounds tough, but it's true. They know better than a dog. It was, as a matter of fact, Jesus, thank you, Spirit. In the Bible, Jesus, he even called a Canaanite woman a dog because she wasn't a chosen one. And you know what she said to him? She said, Master, but even the dogs deserve a scrap off the table. So that's why, you know, I still treat people right, even though I know they animals and everything. We're not here to mistreat anybody. We don't do that because we don't have to do that. We don't have to stoop to their level. We see them, but we see through them. We already know what they about. We need to start looking at these people like empty glass bottles. Just look at them for what they worth. Look through them. They don't exist. They no good for what they are about. So just look at them like empty glass bottles. Say hey and keep it going. That's how I deal with these people. If you're going to deal with a woman, don't tie your emotions up in it. This is how you should look at a woman. You see a woman for sex. If you're looking at a woman for anything other than sex, you are setting yourself up for failure. I'm telling you that now. Because all of these women in the end, you're going to find out it's the same thing. Even if you meet a woman that's treating you good, just know that it's an expiration date on everything a woman does. Oh, yes, it's going to change. It's all about the timing. I'm telling you. When you're dealing with a woman, it's never about what you said or what you did or what type of gift you brought her. It's all about her timing, which is connected to the universe. Remember what we said at the beginning of this live stream. Everything about that woman is based upon the moon and her period and life and death that's taking place in the universe. So if she accepts you, that means that somewhere on this planet, somebody just died, and the HPB system is using her as a gateway to replace a soul that was lost. That's what it's all about. It's not about your little worthless relationship. Nobody cares about your relationship. A relationship by itself with no children is not making nobody any money. It's not producing no slave for the HPB realm. So if you die and you just dated a woman, but y'all never had kids, that relationship, it meant nothing to the bigger picture of procreation. You didn't procreate. So what did you get out of that relationship? What did this system that's based upon enslaving people, what did it get out of that relationship? Absolutely nothing. They looking for babies to be born so souls can be imprisoned in this world. It's simple as that. So that's why when I say don't have children, I mean it literally. Every day I walk around outside, I see a bunch of animals running around, even children, animal children running around in human form. And I'm just saying to myself, I'll be saying to myself, I'm so glad I'm not participating in this. Because I would hate to send my child to animal school. When you send your kids off to those public schools, you sending them off to the zoo. That's a circus. Classrooms full of zoo animals. That's all you doing. Trying to tell y'all, man, we living in the year 2020. This is the end of all common sense, all intelligence. It's been died. It died since like 1990 or something. There's nothing left out here but what I'm saying. Like, this is it. Like, when you're not looking at this red light edition, okay. When you're not looking at this red light edition, when you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you're not going to hear nobody saying this. You're not. This is where it's at right here. You're not going to hear nobody's talking about this, nobody speaking about this on your job. Watch tomorrow. Watch. And I want you to remember what left side of the brain is saying to you. Don't tell nobody about it, but just in your own little way, watch. And I want you to come back and comment about it. When you go to work tomorrow, they ain't going to bring up nothing like this. All of those people you talk to, their conversation would be nothing like this. And I just want you to remember me saying this. I want you to remember that. Because I know all day nobody has had this type of conversation with you. You don't even know me. You don't know me personally. But that just shows you how bad off this world is, that you got to listen to a stranger that you don't even know to get some good information, because all throughout the day in your regular life, nobody is telling you jack about anything. And I'm in the same position with you. I'm talking to you right now because I don't have no one else to speak to. So I got to meet up with Jaguars who I don't even know. And we just come here. And right now it's 24 of us in a live stream because in the world, there is nowhere for us to meet. We're not here to get to know each other personally. We are here because we enjoy the information. We are meeting at the point of information. That's why I don't even show my face, because it's not about me. It's about the information. Gray lives matter. We here for the information. When you wake up in the morning and you go out into their world, it's all about work. Everything is work in this world. Have you noticed that? Even, I'm gonna break it down to you like this. When you turn your water on in the kitchen, that's work. Somebody got to work to make the water be able to work. Somebody is working at the water department. When you turn your lights on, that's work. Somebody is working during the day to make sure your lights stay on. That's work. They have to maintain the systems. They got to do system tests. When you turn your AC on, that's work. They got to constantly maintain your AC units. When you go to a concert and you hear somebody singing, you may like the song, but they are working to entertain you. When you go to the venue where the concert is at, you may be having fun, but the people at the concession stands are working. Everything around you is work. Even when you sleep at night, your heart is working. Everything is work. When you're listening to music on the radio, you are listening to the work that somebody had to put in. You're listening to the recording of somebody who worked at their craft. You just listening to it. Everything around you is work. All during the day, you see people doing what? Working on the roads. They be putting out those orange cones, paving the streets. Everything is work in this world. When you go see a movie, when you see the actors on the screen, they working. You didn't see all of the work that was put in. You didn't see when they were saying, all right, take one, take two, take three. All you saw was the finished product. When you see that finished product, you're looking at the editing process that took place. When you see the credits going up the screen, you're looking at the editing. When you go see the Lion King, the movie, you didn't see all the work that went into it. You didn't see the hours and hours of sketches, the computer generated graphics. You didn't see all of that. You just enjoy it. You just sit back and watch it, but what you are watching is work. Everything is work out here. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know how I got on how I got on that street, but we got on it. The point is, everything I'm telling you right now is just truth, man. That's the point. Everything I'm telling you right now is the truth. I'm just here to tell you that these people you be talking to, see, you got to understand something. Skin, flesh, and bones is skin, flesh, and bones. What's inside those skin, flesh, and bones is what counts. Saying that to say, when you engaging with people, 9 times out of 10, you're engaging with demons in human flesh. That's right. And we already established that human prison bars, they can't think positive thoughts whatsoever. You mean to tell me a demon can have a positive thought? No, they can't have a positive thought. It's impossible. They out for blood. They parasitical by nature. They out for blood. You know what? A mosquito is a parasite. A mosquito is only thinking about sucking blood. It's programmed to think as a parasite, just like HPBs. They program just like mosquitoes. They can only think to suck blood. They vampires. They don't care about you. They only care about our demise under them and they wicked rulership. I guess we just got to get in where we fit in. But that's not going to even work because we don't fit in nowhere. We just got to stay grounded, stay true to ourselves, live for ourselves and not others, do minimal conversation with people. That's another thing. Minimal conversation. If it's not about important topics like this, minimalize the conversations you have with people. Because even that's a form of vampirism. Talking idly to people who not on this level, that's a form of wasting your time. They waste away your energy like that. They waste away your energy like that. I don't do much talking anyway with people like that. I say what I need, I say what I have to say to get what I need, then I bounce. Simple as that. I'll do more talking like when I be doing videos. I'm not a talkative person in real life. I do most of my talking when I do my videos because when I do my videos, I'm being my real self. I don't have to put no cut on it. I don't have to whisper. See, if I was in a business environment, I have to whisper when I'm talking like this. I can't talk about stuff like this. I gotta whisper like this because this type of communication is not accepted. I gotta whisper like see, I gotta whisper like that. But the people, the HPBs, they can be loud, they can laugh loud. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about. Have you noticed that like everything they do is accepted? Like every fucking thing they do is accepted. They don't have to be quiet in public. They can laugh, be silly. No, they still tell you when you talking to them, you gotta pretend like you laughing at their little jokes and stuff. When on the inside, you be like, man, you are so corny, man. Like, will you just, that's how I feel when I be around these people. Like, especially in corporate America, man. That's why I never did good in corporate America jobs because you gotta you gotta conform. I don't like to conform to their ways. And I realize that it's a bit of emotional when you're dealing with people, it's not real. You're dealing with their emotions. It's like, am I saying the right words? Like I said, manipulation. It's all about violence and manipulation. So while you're dealing with these people, it's all about, am I saying the right words that's going to win me over? Did I say the right thing? When I walked past that lady, did I make eye contact with her? Did she like me? Was my shirt straight enough? I wonder what she was thinking. I wonder when I walked out of the room, were they gossiping about me when the door shut? It's all about just emotions and stuff. That's why I hate dealing with people, man, especially when you dealing around people that don't got no information like this inside of them. Because when you're around people that don't have information like this, the whole interaction is just an experience of negative feelings and negative emotions. It's all about egotism and gossiping and backbiting, and it's never like peace or anything. Have y'all noticed that? And you can tell the atmosphere just thick, full of negative energy. Man, I hate that feeling. Only time you have peace is when you by yourself. Only time you have peace is when you by yourself. All the other time you like one of them rubber ducks in the pond, and the ducks behind you pushing you forward. It just feel like you in a stampede. You ever been in the crowd and you push forward even though you don't want to, but to not get ran over, you gotta move with the rest of the crowd. Like when you in traffic, that's how it is when you around these people. You're not even moving at your own pace. You're moving at the pace of everybody else. Like formal events, going to formal events, you got to get in file with everybody else. Whatever the atmosphere of the room is, you got to conform to it, whether you want to or not. At this time, we would like everybody to stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag. What if you don't feel like standing up? And then if you don't stand up, all the attention is on you because you in an environment where everybody is operating the same, rank and file. And you do something different, all eyes are going to be on you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like when you out in public and in crowds and everything is like, you got to do it this way because if you don't do it that way, you are standing out. And if you're standing out, you are doing something incorrect, sir. Stay within the lines. The lines are your friend. Color within the lines. The lines are your friend. The moment you step out of line, you cause an accident. Just like traffic, you got the yellow lines. The moment you veer over in the next lane, you just caused a head-on collision. But when you're on a highway by yourself, you can go 100 miles per hour down the street, 120 miles per hour in any lane that you want to, and don't even have to worry about getting in no accident. Only time you got to worry about getting in an accident is when you put other people on the street. Other people make rules have life. There are no street rules in a ghost town. In a ghost town, you can drive down the streets as fast as you want to. Do whatever you want to do. But you start including a bunch of people, that's when you got to slow down. Stop right here. Yellow light, yield sign. You see what I'm saying? That's how it is. Conformity. People create conformity. And the more people, the more conformity there is. That's what the whole thing of the human prison bar system is about. The more people means more prison bars. More prison bars means more conformity. But the less you around them, the less you got to worry about. You don't have to think like them. When you're not around them, you can think how you want to think, dress how you want to dress, do what you want to do. You only naked. You only naked when you're around other people. You know what I mean? Like you naked because other people are seeing you with no clothes on. But when you by yourself, you're not naked. You get what I'm saying? People make naked be a such thing as naked. When you're in the shower, you're not saying, I'm naked right now. You don't feel shamed because you're by yourself. You in the shower. You're not naked. You're natural. But as soon as you bring people into the picture, you're no longer natural. You are now naked. And you need to cover up. I gotta cover up and put clothes on because of your eyes. Because your eyes are watching me, I'm naked all of a sudden. Because your emotions are offended because I'm naked in public. All of a sudden, I'm naked because of your eyes. If y'all can't see that's the epitome of the human prison bar system, then I don't know what else to tell you. That's what it's all about. I'm naked because I'm walking outside and now I'm getting charged for public nudity because of other people and how they feel about me. Oh, sir, you got to put clothes on. You can't be out here in front of children walking around with your dingling swinging. And it's not my fault. It's my when I'm at home by myself. Well, you're not home by yourself now. You're out here in public and you're naked because people don't want to see that. And you got to cover up because you are living in the emotions of other people. Everybody is watching you and their emotions are being affected by uh, your nakedness right now. And they don't want to see that right now but it's my body, sir. I understand it's your body, but it's their eyes. So you telling me their eyes have more say so over what I want to do because their emotions? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wow. You see? It's not even you, it's them. It's us versus them. It's their eyes, their emotions. Their emotions can change from day to day. Emotions are never the same. That's the danger of living in a world that's based upon emotions because it can change based upon the mob, the rule. A democracy means mob rule. One day they're going to rule everything I'm saying is evil. And so if what I'm saying now, if it rubs the emotions of somebody the wrong way, then guess what? They're going to bring the thought police out. They already doing that. The thought police come to your door. Were you speaking truth? Such and such, they called in and alerted us that you're speaking truth on this channel. So we're going to have to shut you down. That's exactly what YouTube does. We're going to have to shut you down because you're speaking truth and your truth is offending people. I thought I had freedom of speech. Yeah, but you took it too far. You took your freedom of speech too far because freedom of speech means say anything and everything except the truth. When you say the truth, you no longer have freedom of speech. Thank you. Have a good day. They hang up on you. That's what it's like, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. You only naked in the eyes of other people. You're not naked in your own eyes. What we call rules, it comes from other people. It's not a lie until you tell it to somebody. Lies can't even exist without other people. How can there be a lie if there's nobody to tell it to? You can't lie to yourself. So therefore, in order for it, you can try to lie to yourself, like they say, but people really don't lie to themselves. They just be in denial. It's a difference between actually lying to yourself and being in denial. People just be in denial. Nobody lies to their self. That in itself is a lie. You can't lie to yourself. You can be in denial, but you can't lie to yourself. In order for there to be a lie, there has to be two parties of people. So as you see, even a lie depends upon other people. So the rules in this world is based upon other people, even lies. You can't tell a lie without two parties. No such thing. So saying all that to say that our morals, so-called morality and morals and all of that stuff is dictated, is predicated upon others, not ourselves. Because like I said, and I don't know how we got on the street, but we on it. And we're going to keep driving down this street. In all absolute truth, there's no such thing as morals. Because morals only exist when there is more than one person in the room. When there is just yourself, there is no such thing as morals. You can do whatever you want to do. Laws, rules, all of that stuff exists here in the human prison bar realm. Outside of this realm, there's no such thing as breaking a law. Like if you went into a ghost town and went into a store and they still had stuff on the shelf, there's no such thing as stealing. You can take whatever it is you want to take. There's really no such thing as stealing anyway, because there is an abundance of everything. Look out in nature. There's more apples than people. They throw food away by the tons. Restaurants all around the world, all around the country. If it's a day over the expiration date, they got to throw it away in the grocery stores. It don't mean the food is bad. They just can't sell it. Saying all that to say, everything we live up to is based upon a lie. There's no shortage of anything. You think nature is stupid? Nature will never create more people or create a situation where the world will be overpopulated. There will always be enough animals to feed everybody, enough trees to grow fruit. There will always be enough water. There's no such thing as overpopulation. This system is designed to ensure that there will never be a situation of overpopulation. Because nature itself, don't you know the very ground that we stand upon will not even allow the earth to overpopulate? If the population got too high, don't you know an earthquake would happen? The earth itself could feel like the weight of the people upon it. If it got overpopulated, an earthquake would happen and swallow up the extra load of people till the balance leveled itself out. Or a flood would happen somewhere and flood the people that overpopulated. There's no such thing as overpopulation. It'll be like you standing on a scale, a fat person getting on a scale, and the scale break. That's exactly what would happen on this earth. If it was too many people, the tectonic plates would rub together and the earth would shake and it would create a cataclysm and it'll swallow up a whole bunch of people. That's what will happen. The earth is very intelligent. The earth can feel people. It can feel negative people and it can feel positive people. It understands. You think that earth, that grass grows from up out of the ground is not alive? Are you kidding me? If if the earth is not alive, then how does the food from the earth keep you alive? Think about that. If the earth is not alive, how can the food that comes out of the earth keep you alive? You mean you are being kept alive by dead food that's coming out of a dead ground that's not alive? Does that make sense? When everything in you comes from what's around you. I repeat, everything in you comes from what is around you. So that means everything that's around you is keeping you alive. The air that you breathe, the sunlight, the food that you eat, all of that is things that are around you. What's around you is what keeps you alive. So how can the earth be dead and not alive? So yes, the earth feels everything. It fills you out. It knows everything. The earth is a conscious being. Okay. And all we saying on this channel is once you once you stay, once you know the truth, you automatically become in tune with the earth. Once you become in tune with the earth will automatically protect you. It'll always open up a way. Once you get on that frequency of the truth, if something would occur today, that frequency would look out for people like us. It would lead us to the right direction. It would show us to where the food resources is. That's what it would do. So don't take this truth for granted. This truth will save your life one day because this truth connects you to the safeguard just in case something happens in the world and all the lights go out. Just because you have the truth, you will automatically be in tune with that frequency. Just like animals. Animals live by truth. And that's why when a tsunami comes or something, they can run inland. Before that big tsunami had hit, y'all remember that big tsunami that I think was in Malaysia or somewhere? They said that the animals had already ran inland. And the people was wondering, why the animals running inland? Because they connected to that truth frequency that I'm telling you about. And when you connect it to that truth frequency, it'll look out for you. Danger or something might be present or about to strike the earth, and your spirit will alert you. You'll just get this feeling inside of you. Something ain't right. Honey, get your bags. Get your bags, y'all. We gotta go. What, Daddy? What's wrong? What's wrong, honey? We gotta go. We'll talk about it later. You will be just connected to everything that alerts you to danger, just like those animals. When you are connected to the truth. So I'm saying that to say, don't take it for granted. This truth will save your life. It keeps you alive. These people out here in this world, they spiritually they spiritually malnourished. But we got plenty of spiritual nourishment. You see, they spirit man is anemic. But we are spiritually healthy. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Hope y'all enjoyed this first ever red light live stream. I'm gonna leave it up. At this moment, I'd like to shout out some of the people that's in the chat, and I see a lot of people from the last time, and that means that you are the dedicated ones. I'd like to shout out Christian Ramirez, Bazil, shout out Mike Smith, Matt Hugh. Think you a new subscriber. Yeah, Matt, you a new subscriber. I seen one of your comments you left too. I got to respond to it. You left a comment today, earlier today. I haven't got to it yet, but I'm gonna get to your comment. You left under one of the videos I did. I seen it. I like to shout out Beazle, Truth and Reality. You always in the house. Jaguars up. Um, I like to shout out Mike Smith. You was here the other day. You was at the other live stream. Jaguar Media. I seen you. You showed up the last time. Chicken Head Hole. Wow, that's some name for wow. Chicken Head Hole. That's crazy. I like that. But yeah, I like to shout out everybody who showed up tonight. Rod Forever. I see you. Like to shout out everybody. Joey G. Ari Google, what's good? Ari Good, what's good? Rashard Mitchell, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna leave this up. Um, hope you all enjoyed it. We still haven't did the official live stream. The one that you'll be able to call in. I'm gonna set the date for that. But these are just to hold you over till we do the official live stream. Because it's been a while since we did one of those. But until we come up with a date, I'm gonna leave the ones that we have up on the channel. Little channel update before I go. Working on the book still. Also, I'm working on music. I will let you all know about that. Some stuff coming down the pipe. I got music that I'm working on. I'm also a music artist. I do music. And I just want to say, y'all get some sleep. Think about what we talked about tonight, and I'll be glad to see the comments in the morning when I wake up. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up.